Hey guys, wanted to share a few quick and easy tips for how to get ready in the morning. I have kind of got this down to a science because I am not a morning person. So anything that I can do in the morning to make my life a little bit easier is awesome. So I'm going to show you how you can get your hair and your makeup done from start to finish in about 10-12 minutes. All right, so first thing that I do, so I kind of have wavy, messy hair right now, and you just clip it up. So I kind of do things in stages, but each stage has to be pretty like efficient for me. So while I clip my hair up, I can take off the old eye makeup that I have on. Really, really easy, right? Then next thing I do, have to cleanse my face so all my stuff goes on better. And you can use whatever kind of stuff you use. Now remember, I'm bearing all, so that hopefully this will be better for you guys whenever you get up and get ready. All right, so that step is done. Gotta let it dry a little bit. Then on the underneath parts of my hair, so I have wavy hair. So for me, waves are pretty easy to do for the most part. But what I have learned is if I straighten the bottom part just a little bit, then it won't be quite so crazy. So I just take those little bottom chunks, straighten them out, because that's always where it gets really, really frizzy and kind of funky in the summer. And then take out that piece. And then I take this chunk right here, pull it up again, just kind of making it into sections so that it's a little bit easier. After I do that, most of the toner on my face has dried. So then I put on a layer of moisturizer. And again, I do this in stages because it just lets everything dry and then I can finish up whatever else I was doing. So now I just have a really, it's probably a 1/4 inch maybe, I'm not really sure, as far as the styling tool. And I just take small chunks and I don't go all the way to the end, so you can kind of see that little piece there. Just kind of let it go, then pull it down a little bit. Okay, and then I move on to the next piece. So do the exact same thing. So I don't ever go all the way to the end because I kind of want a little bit of a wave going on without it being too like perfect, and then just pull it down whenever you're done. Try not to overthink the pieces. Yeah, because if you get too stuck on, oh, I got to get every piece just right, you're going to be really stressed out. Then kind of work your way to the back. Do the same thing. You're leaving those little pieces out. Pull it down, gorgeous. And then probably I can reach one more on this side and then we'll go to the other side. So yeah, I'm not a hairstylist. I'm not a makeup artist. I am a busy lady who likes to get ready, but I need to do it in like a really short amount of time because I'm always running late. I think it's because I like my sleep too much. Ouch, like my sleep too much. But I always do want to look pulled together. So fixing your hair and stuff like that just takes a couple minutes. And then people think you spent hours on it. You really didn't. You just spent a couple of minutes, that's all. Okay, and then again, I can probably reach back here to this piece. And again, if you don't go all the way to the end, then you kind of get these beach waves. Okay, and that makes it really easy. All right, so that was that chunk. I did the bottom part straight, and then I did the next layer wavy. Now the next thing that I have to do, because I'm not as young as I used to be, put on some eye cream, right? Try to lift that up before we put anything else on that face. And then my face is prepped and ready for makeup. So now I have been air drying my hair, and yes, I have wavy hair. So for people who have wavy hair, they're like, oh, I can't do that. My hair's a frizz ball. The best thing that I can tell you is that the more that you do it, the better your hair is going to get. So in the beginning, you may be like, oh, I'm not really sure about that. But it does get better. So just keep at it. As far as like washing at nighttime and then letting it air dry. Then on these top pieces, so you do the exact same thing. I always straighten my bangs unless I'm parting it straight down the middle, but we can talk about that at a later date. Just take a few, right? Same thing, just don't go all the way to the end. Let me take the next one. Yeah, and again, probably the biggest thing that I have learned is don't stress. just do it and then move on to the next piece. I think people get way too particular on, oh, that curl isn't gorgeous. You can always fix it, okay, whenever you're done, but just keeping it simple for right now. And then we spray it, okay? And then I'll show you some other little tricks towards the end. But yeah. And I thought this would be, like I said, kind of offering some style guides, some little tips each week, things to keep it simple, because I know we're all busy. We all don't have time, right? Or I mean, we all have the same amount of time in our day, but to try to get it all done, it's like, ugh, how am I gonna do that? So if I can offer any help, that is my goal. So again, I'm just taking a couple of the top pieces, and you'll be able to see, you know, like which ones have been done, like that piece hasn't been done, so you can kind of see that right there. Right, and I haven't touched them, I haven't pulled them out, I'm not gonna brush through them, I'm just gonna leave them as is. Okay, there's one that hasn't been done. All right, and then after this point, what I do is I just spray my hair for the moment, and then I fix my face. So that's what we're gonna do. Now, the more that you curl your hair or you straighten your hair, the easier it gets, okay? Just saying. Now, this is an organizer that has saved my life. It makes the getting ready so much easier. You can find them on Amazon, you can find them pretty much anywhere, but it's kind of like a shoe organizer, but for makeup and stuff. So, first things first, you're gonna start with your eyes. Now, I know that's backwards. I always do my foundation first, and then I was talking to my makeup person, and she's like, don't do that. You want to do your eyes first, because if that powder comes off as you're putting on eye makeup, then you can kind of fix it with your foundation. So what I'm using right now, I'm just going really, really neutral. Okay, so I've got a light pink, a little bit darker, and then it gets graduated as you go down. I just put a little bit of the white on the inside. That'll also make your teeth look whiter. Yeah, I know. And then I put it up by my eyebrows. Next thing, so just take a light color. Okay, this is a quick day, remember? We're getting ready fast. Okay, I just covered the entire eyelid with those kind of lighter shades of pink. Okay, good deal. Next thing is eyebrows. So the older that I get, the less eyebrows that I keep getting, and it's kind of frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. But, and you don't have to draw them on like you're a clown. All right, just fill them in a little bit. Kind of follow the arch of your eyebrow. There you go. Do the same thing on the other side. You're just filling in. You're kind of like creating an eyebrow for those spots where you don't have hair. Anybody? I'm sure you guys can relate. Okay, then the last thing that I do on my eyes is I will take the darker color, so the very, very last one, and then just brush it over there. Okay, this is a fast girl's guide to getting ready. Serious. Okay, put that away so that tomorrow you've got it. All right, next thing that I do is, and I have my eyeliner tattooed on, so for me, this is a step that I really don't have to worry about. But I do have to connect the dots right there. So connect the dots, move on. Now, foundation. So just to get it all smooth, I take, it's a BB cream. Actually, it's not a true foundation. Put it on my hand like this. And then this brush is awesome. If you want this brush, let me know, because this is a godsend right here. Okay, so you just take it and then you pat it. I usually do my T-zone first. And they say that you should, makeup connoisseurs say that you should be patting it first, and then you can smooth it out, okay? I don't really like a thick foundation. Just want something to cover up some of the mess, right? And I also go over my lips so then my lipstick will stay better. Same thing on this side. Same thing on that side. Okay, pat it in. Pat it in, and then you just smooth it all out That's why these brushes are really, really cool, you guys, because it can help for those areas that you can't do with your hands. And then it's just all smooth. I can't control the bags under my eyes. It just is what it is. Okay, gonna put that away. Then just a few more steps and we're almost done getting ready for the morning. So the next thing is a highlighter and a bronzer. Take the highlighter, put it on my nose, put it under my eyes. Then I take bronzer, create sort of a look there that I actually have a thin face. Yeah, and you're just kind of creating those sort of palette, like they call it contouring, but basically just makes your face look better. Okay, almost last step. So now I just take a really, really light blush for my day, put it on my cheeks, and the final step, mascara. So a couple of things I've learned, and I know I have big eyes, so for me this is kind of important, but it's important for everybody. If you put on just a few things in the morning, you can really look pulled together. Yeah? I think mascara is one of those things because, whoops, getting my hair in there. It can make your eyes look so much bigger and alert and awake. And as women, that's usually where we carry our stress, right? In our eyes. Okay. All right, good deal. Let's let that set up for just a second. Let's finish our hair. So, last thing on the hair. So really, I wouldn't have to do a whole lot to leave. I kind of have the beachy wave looking going on for right here. But what I would do to add a little bit of lift, because when you wash your hair at night, you don't get the lift that you would get like if you're blow drying. So I just take like a back chunk, right? Tease it up a little bit and then let it go. Now I know you're probably thinking right now, oh my gosh, that looks crazy. Do the same thing on the side because you want to create sort of a volume up there, okay? And you just tease it and you let it go. Don't mess with it, okay? Take it, tease it, okay? Now you take your hairspray again. And then you can kind of smush it down, fix those pieces that might be a little bit crazy. Yeah, like that back piece. Whoa. Okay. Now at this point, if there are any pieces that you're like, okay, I want to make them a little bit more curly, I need a little bit more wave, like for me right here, this piece kind of driving me crazy. And depending on what kind of morning you have too, right? Like if it's time to go, it's like, okay, that piece is fine today, I'm not gonna mess with that. Yeah, there we go. And then same thing on this side. I always get these really weird pieces on the inside. Don't know why. All right, just a few more touches and then we're ready to go. So, final step, just kind of like a finishing powder here. Just kind of complete the look. Again, I never want to look too overdone. Just want to look polished. Plus that also smooths it out. Oh, and then one more thing, lipstick. Hold on. Yeah, the older we get, the more that we need color in our lips. So I don't do a ton of fancy lips for work because of what I do. But for me, right now, I'm pulled together and it took about 14 minutes, but I know I was talking a little bit. So I hope that this helps and I have a lot more great style tips. So make sure that you subscribe and come check out my webpage. See you soon. Bye.